Supposed to warm up a bit once again as we get a little deeper into the final month, or final week of July, I should say. And we'll get back into the 80s and into the 90s as the week continues after some rain over the weekend. And that means we're not too far from the start of the 2015-2016 NBA season. And the best way to enjoy the best seats, best prices, and best benefits is always as a Trailblazers season ticket holder. You can secure your seats by calling 844-RIP-CITY or by paying a visit to trailblazers.com. Brian Wheeler, Mike Rice, joined now by one of the guys that certainly was one of the standout performers for the Trailblazers Summer League squad. And we hear a lot of Blazer fans excited about some of the new faces, and maybe this young man has gotten most of the attention in terms of how Blazer fans want to see him develop. Speaking, of course, of Noah Vonleh, acquired in the trade with the Charlotte, and had a chance for everybody to see him for the first time in a Blazers uniform in Las Vegas. Noah, welcome to the show, and we certainly like what we saw in Vegas, but we want to get your impression. How did you feel you did for your Summer League experience?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I think I played pretty good. I think I averaged 17, 18 points, had 8 to 9 rebounds, and I was just trying to get a feel for our system, and I think I played pretty well, created action for other guys, and definitely gave the coaching staff and organization a pretty good feeling about.
You were a McDonald's High School All-American. You went to 1 year at Indiana and got a lot of awards as a freshman that really played well. What kind of hit did your confidence take going to Charlotte, only playing in 25 games? Was it injuries, or how do you describe your play with the Charlotte team?
When I was drafted by the Hornets, I knew it was going to be pretty tough trying to get into the rotation because they were just coming off of making the playoffs, for not making the playoffs in a while. So they were trying to bring the veteran guys to help them get a deeper spot in the East, but it didn't work out that way last year. I started to get some playing time towards the end of the season, but I had a sports hernia injury, so I wasn't able to get that much playing time. And that's really what kind of set me back, missing training camp and some of the early preseason workouts they had in August, so that kind of set me back. But when I was ready to go, when I got back from my injury, I thought I played pretty well.
Now, looking at this Blazer lineup compared to, you just talked about your experience with Charlotte, 4 starters left, and we mentioned Victor Claver and Freeland and Blake and Darrell Wright. They've had a big turnover of players. Does this really get your adrenaline flowing, knowing that you've got a great shot at being in the rotation here with the Blazers?
Yeah, I'm definitely very excited about this opportunity. I think I should definitely get a lot of playing time, but I got to go out there and try to earn it. Impress the coaching staff. I already did that in Summer League. Now I got to go do that in workouts, training camp, and hopefully they'll give me more minutes.
How do you look at what you still need to improve on? What do the coaches talk to you about in terms of the rest of this summer, getting ready for your first training camp with the Blazers? What will it take for you to get that playing time that, as you say, is potentially very much available?
In order to get that playing time, I just got to keep doing what I do, just keep working hard, staying in the gym, staying after practice, working with the coaches, working on different things. But the main thing a lot of coaches talk about is for younger players like me is being aware on the defensive end, because you got to be in the right spot at the right time and just communicate and just help your team through the defense.
What have you heard about the city of Portland? What are you looking forward to? What have they told you about what you're going to see in Portland?
I heard Portland's a great city. I'm really looking forward to being there, and I heard there's a lot of great places to eat, and I love to eat, so I'm looking forward to checking all those places out, and that's really about it.
You know, it seems like in the last few years in the NBA, we've kind of gotten away from specializing positions. We don't necessarily talk about point guard, shooting guard. We just say somebody is a guard. With regard to you as a forward, do you look at yourself as more a power forward versus a small forward, or do you think that you have the versatility, the skills to just essentially be out there and maybe offer some of what traditionally could be either role, really?
At this point in my career, I think I'd be real dangerous as a power forward because most of the guys won't be able to cover me because I can handle the ball and do different things. But I mean, growing up in high school and stuff like that, I played on the perimeter, so it won't be that much different for me. It's just I'm gonna have to do it at a higher level now, at the highest level, playing in the NBA. So I just got to keep working on my game and I'll definitely be able to do that.
What do you think of the Blazer roster so far with adding Ed Davis and Mason Plumlee and yourself and Connaughton of Notre Dame and Aminu? How do you look at the Blazer roster, and what do you expect from this Blazer team?
I'm very excited. I love the roster we have. We got a lot of young guys ranging from anywhere from 19 to I think about 27. I think actually to 35 because Chris came in too. But I think we're going to be able to do some good things. We're going to be a young team. A lot of guys are going to need to learn this upcoming season, and we're just going to try to really play off of Damian. Most of the starters are gone from last year. Damian's the main guy coming back, so we just got to be ready to play off of him and try to win some games.
Visiting with Noah Vonleh here on Trailblazers Courtside. And, Noah, we're learning about you. We also want to learn about Gerald Henderson, who, of course, came over in the deal with you from Charlotte. Tell Blazer fans what they can expect from Gerald, who's been around the NBA a little bit longer than you have.
Gerald, he's a great player. He's been in the league, I think, for about 6 years now. He was one of the vets when I was in Charlotte, and he really helped me out every day, helped me keep a positive attitude, made sure I wasn't down, that I wasn't playing and stuff like that. He just told me, keep a positive mindset. He's like, I didn't play my first couple of years, and he's a great locker room guy. He keeps most of the guys together, so it's gonna be fun playing with him.
If you had to do it all over again, would you have stayed in the Big Ten another year, or do you like the path that you took into the NBA?
I miss playing college basketball, but I think the path I took was the best path for me. Everybody has a different way they go about it, but I thought what I did was the best way for me.
How old were you when you left Indiana?
I was 18 years old when I left school.
So a guy like Kaman, he could be your mentor if he stayed here, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Noah, tell us about when you mentioned that your rookie season, unfortunately, was very disjointed with the sports hernia injury. Were there some things, though, that you could take away from that experience that are going to help you now in what hopefully will be a much more productive second year in the NBA? Were there some things that even if you didn't play as much as you would have liked, that you still learned about NBA life that'll help you in your second season?
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot just watching the games last season. Like I said, the main thing for younger players is knowing the defensive schemes of the organization. And I was just sitting back when I was on the bench last year and just watching the right spots to be in, how to play certain guys, ways to force them, make them uncomfortable, different things like that. So that's definitely going to help me out next year.
You know, they talk about a stretch four in the NBA, but I noticed in the Summer League, your big advantage was your quickness of any power forwards that were checking you. You had the ability to get to the rim, to get to the foul line. Is that going to be one of your strengths with the Blazers, being able to dribble around most power forwards?
I'm just gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna be playing against a lot of high-level guys like Zach Randolph, Blake Griffin, so it's gonna be tougher. Most of those guys are pretty quick, most of those guys are pretty quick on their feet. So I just got to keep working on it and trying to find ways to get to the basket, play physical, and I think it'll be the same result as Summer League. You
know, I noticed your body. You were much bigger than I anticipated in the Summer League. Have you been working a lot in the weight room?
Yeah, before the trade, I was in Charlotte working out, getting ready for summer league. Just been doing a lot of upper body workouts, trying to get more physical, add more strength, and be ready to compete in the NBA for next season.
Are you going to come to Portland early, sometime in August or September, to get to know the guys ahead of time?
Yeah, I think the coaches are trying to put together workouts towards the end of August. So when most of the guys come back, I'll be back there too. But before that, I'll be in Vegas working out and Santa Barbara also working out too.
We know one thing, that you'll have the opportunity to work with a multiple-time All-Star in Damian Lillard, who still obviously is very young in terms of his NBA career, but as you say, the lone returning starter from the group the last couple of seasons. How does it help a young big man such as yourself especially, to have the kind of leadership and the kind of skill that is going to be available every time you're out on the floor when you're out there with an experienced, very talented point guard like Damian is?
It's definitely going to be great. It's going to be real fun playing with him. He seems like he's ready to lead this young team. So I'm really looking forward to that. He's a great guard. He can get in the lane, create for himself, create for other guys. So it's going to be fun playing with him.
You know, he's a rapper. Have you done any of that? Maybe the two of you can get together, and because he's already brought out 3 records. So have you done any rapping?
No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. I'm gonna leave that to Damian. I heard a couple of them. He's definitely the best rapper in the NBA.
Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
So lastly, Noah, we talked about being a stretch 4. You showed a little bit of this at Summer League, the three-point shot, and it's obviously something that shows the range that you have on your jump shot. How much of that is going to be a part of your game? Is it something that you're going to be working on, or are you more concerned about your ability to drive past people and also to set up your post game?
Yeah, I'm just going to try to really use most of my versatility, just being able to catch the ball on the perimeter, drive past slower guys. If I have a bigger guy that doesn't want to come all the way out, stretch the floor out and hit that 3. So I'm just going to keep working on different aspects of my game.
Well, Noah, we love what we saw from you for the brief week at Summer League, and obviously a chance to watch you a lot more once we get to training camp in October. So, again, welcome to Portland. Thank you for the time tonight. Enjoy. You got a birthday coming up in August, right?
Yeah, August 24th.
Okay, well, enjoy that, and we'll look forward to seeing you back in town here when we get ready for your first full Trailblazer season. But thank you for the time tonight.
All right, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Noah Vonleh, one of the new young Blazers that everybody is excited to get a look at once we get to training camp, which isn't that far away. I imagine that we're getting close also to the release of the NBA's regular season schedule, which usually happens. Last year it was August 13th, but everybody was waiting to find out what LeBron was going to do. So the NBA telling us when we were in Las Vegas for the meetings that they anticipate it'll be sooner than that. So sometime in the next couple of weeks we should know what the regular season schedule will look like, and then we'll have some firm idea about the attractive dates that everybody will be looking forward to. All right, we'll come back. Second half of the program is ahead. Chuck Cooperstein, the radio voice of the Dallas Mavericks, is going to be coming up in the program. We'll get his thoughts on a very interesting month of July for the Mavs, some up, some down, and where he feels the roster is, with, among others, Wesley Matthews added to the mix. And still to come, an opportunity for you to potentially find an opportunity to work at the Rose Quarter. We'll talk about it as we continue Trailblazers Courtside. We are streamed live at trailblazers.com and simulcast on the Blazers Radio Network and Comcast Sports Network.